Good morning, dear students. I, Professor Basavaraj Kuruche, welcome you all for today's lecture of Company Law and Secretarial Practice, Module number 2, Video number 4. In previous class, we have seen the meaning and concepts of promoter. Today, we shall see the functions of a promoter. Here, 5 functions I have put here which are widely been accepted as the functions of the promoter. In that, number 1, identification of business opportunity, feasibility studies, that is technical, financial and economic, then name approval, fixing up signatories to the memorandum of association, preparation of necessary documents and other functions. Let us begin the functions of a promoter by one. In that, first one is identification of business opportunities. The first and foremost activity of promoter is to identify a business opportunity. The business opportunity may be in respect of, say, producing a new product or service, or making some product available through a different channel, or any other opportunity having any investment potential. Such opportunity is then analyzed to see its technical and economical feasibility. So all these studies will be done by the promoter. He will try to find out what opportunities are available, what are the new ideas, new concepts, what are their feasibility studies. All those things a promoter has to study, has to prepare the reports and check whether it will be successful or no, whether it is feasible or no. So all the ground level study will be done by a promoter, that is to identification of a business opportunity. So all the B plan and base level study will be prepared by the promoter. So it is the first function of a promoter. Second function of a promoter is feasibility studies. It may be feasible or profitable to convert all identified business opportunities into real project. The promoter therefore undertake detailed feasibility studies to investigate all aspects of the business they say intend to start. Depending upon the nature of the project, the feasibility studies will be conducted by the promoter, because in identification of business opportunities or idea generation, we may have n number of ideas and we cannot practically start all those ideas, but some of those ideas we will try to check and prepare a feasibility study. So in feasibility study, we will see technical feasibility, financial feasibility and economical feasibility. Here in technical feasibility, sometimes an idea may be good but technically not possible to execute, or that the developing, say the raw material which is required for that technology may not be easily available. For example, in our say the products what we are producing in our country, the raw material may not be available for that. For take the recent example, the vaccines what are being produced in India, for that raw material is being imported from America. And now, because of the shortage of raw materials, the production of these vaccines is being stopped and there is a shortage of vaccines. So, these kind of technically feasibilities need to be checked. Then second is financial feasibility. Every business activity requires funds and the promoter have to estimate the fund required for the identified business opportunity. If the required outlay for the project is so large that it is not easily be arranged, then the project has to be given up, because many times the practicality of those projects is not possible, or getting the funds for that kind of projects is not possible. The next is economic feasibility. Sometimes it is so happen that a project is technically viable and financially feasible, but the chance of it being profitable is very little. In such cases as well as the idea may have to be say dropped out. So the economic feasibility also need to be checked by the promoter. So these feasibility studies is the second function of a promoter. Third function of a promoter is name approval. Having decided incorporation to a company, the promoter has to select a name for it and submit an application to the registrar of the companies of the state in which the register office of the company is to be situated. For its approval, the proposed name may be approved it or it need to be approved. Say, it may happen that another company existing with the same name or a very similar name. So therefore, here it is a responsibility of a promoter to find out and get approved a name for the company. The next, fixing up signatory authorities to the memorandum of association. Here, promoter has to be decided or promoters have to be decided about the members who will be signing the memorandum of association of the proposed company. Usually, the people signing memorandum are also the first directors of the company. Their written consent to act as director and to take up the qualification or shares in the company is necessary. So, this is the function about the fixing up of the signatory authority. Then one more function is about appointment of professionals. Here, certain professionals such as merchants, bankers, auditors, etc. are to be appointed by the promoters to assist the documents which are required to be prepared by the promoter in formation of the company. After that, the last function of a promoter is preparation of necessary documents. When we are incorporating our company, few documents are to be prepared as per the prescribed formats of Indian Companies Act, and those formats are to be followed and prepared by the promoter with the help of the professionals whom he or she has appointed. So with their help, the documents need to be prepared. The documents like memorandum of association, article of association, then declaration of the directors, consent of the directors, and undertaking from the directors. So all these documents need to be prepared by the promoter for incorporation. So these functions are the functions of a promoter. A question may come for 5 marks or for 10 marks. You can write these functions and get those marks. The explanation and other things I will be sending you all. You all can write down in the notebook. With this, we shall stop here. If you have any doubts, questions, queries, please feel free to contact me at any point of time. Thank you. Good day.